everybody, and welcome to the first ever Powerline VIP subscriber morning briefing. I have no idea what we'll do with these or how they might evolve. I do know they'll be kept short, never more than 2 or 3 minutes if we can help it, which sometimes we may not be able to. Well, what am I up to at the moment? Well, right now I am making my way through, once again, Churchill's 4-volume Marlborough, his history of his illustrious ancestor, the Duke of Marlborough. The 2-volume set, it was 4 volumes originally, the books that Leo Strauss called the greatest historical work written in our century, an inexhaustible mine of political wisdom that should be required reading for all students of political science. My suspicion is they're required reading for precisely no students of political science anywhere. I'm reading through them as background for a book project of my own that I have underway. However, I won't be telling anybody much about it until it's finished early next year, so for now you'll just have to guess. Meanwhile, what stories am I following right now? Well, I don't know how many of you saw this headline in the Financial Times about a week and a half ago. Here, I'll put it up on the screen behind me in a second. And it's about the International Monetary Fund warning the Federal Reserve not to raise interest rates too soon. Now, never mind why the U.S. should listen to the IMF just because we have to pay for it. Why would the IMF be worried about the United States raising interest rates, which we're supposedly going to do sometime in the next 3 months? I suspect it has something to do with Greece. Something that didn't make a lot of news over here a few days ago is that the IMF has dropped out of the talks with Greece about its future in the Eurozone. Greece is technically in default right now. And the fact that the IMF announced late last week that it would not participate any longer in the Eurozone talks with Greece probably had something to do with the stock market sell-off on Friday, is my suspicion. Now, that was a small matter. Don't be entirely surprised if you wake up someday, anytime now, and find that the stock market here in New York has fallen by 300 or 400 points on the back of a similar collapse in the European markets overnight. All because we've finally gotten to the point where we can't kick the can down the road any further with Greece. But that's because the whole euro is a financial house of cards, and they're just stringing things along. It doesn't make for very good news, and I haven't figured out how to write about it very compellingly on the Powerline site. But that's the story I'm following right now, day to day. There's lots more that could be mentioned on that, but I said I would keep this short. We'll be back soon with a second edition of Powerline VIP Morning Briefing. But for now, tell all your friends to subscribe.